mentioned, Curtis Stokes and Associates is an admiral sponsor of AGLCA. Curtis could not be with us today. If you're not aware, if you're not looking for a boat right now, you might not realize that boat sales have exploded since the start of the pandemic because it's a great way to social distance, and also because it is a lot of people are realizing some of their other vacation plans or long-term plans might not be happening if they had travel abroad in that plan. So boat sales are through the roof. That has made Curtis extremely busy, and he planned to be with us here live today and then had a flight issue. So he is literally at 30,000 feet or so right now, but he stopped in the airport about an hour ago and pre-recorded a video for you. He's going to talk about his buyer broker service, and just give me a moment to switch over to his video.
Hi, I'm Curtis Stokes, president of Curtis Stokes and Associates, Inc. We're a yacht brokerage firm and a AGLCA Admiral sponsor, and we specialize in listing, marketing, and selling Great Loop boats, and also buyer brokerage. And today I want to talk about our buyer brokerage service and buyer brokerage in general. And I apologize for the background noise. I'm in an airport getting ready to catch a flight. I will be available to answer questions Thursday night in the virtual booth, but unfortunately they're not going to let me talk to you on the plane here in a few minutes. So, but let's talk about buyer brokerage in the time that we have. So a lot of brokers call themselves buyer brokers. The one thing that it matters the most is that your broker travels with you. I see a lot of brokers who call themselves buyer brokers and then arrange what we call courtesy showings. They ask the listing broker for each boat that you want to see for a courtesy showing. They show you the boat instead of your broker being with you. The value of a buyer broker is for that experienced broker to be there in person with you when you're on the boat, rather than you being on your own or with the listing brokers trying to sell you the boat, but with your buyer broker who's guiding you through the process, hopefully, and pointing out the good, the bad, and the ugly about every boat. So the buyer broker works for you, and there are no expenses unless it's a for sale by owner that is a boat that's not listed with another broker, and the owner won't pay the broker a commission. Or there are some brokers who will not cooperate with other brokers, unfortunately. There are some brokers that are struggling to survive, and they're discounting their commissions to get listings, so then there is no selling commission for the listing broker. So in that case, you would owe your broker a 5% commission. But I always tell my clients, we're going to give you the sold comparables on any boat that you're interested in, so you'll know whether you're overpaying, underpaying, or paying at market for whatever boat you're interested in. But it should save you time and money because the good buyer broker will travel and preview the boat for you, report findings and say, yes, this boat is as presented by the listing broker, and here are photos of the boat, or we'll do a FaceTime or some similar system, video tour of the boat or virtual tour. And we'll say, hey, the boat's a piece of junk. Don't even waste your time coming to see it. And anyone who's been looking at boats and traveling extensively will know that sometimes what's presented is not really the reality. You'll notice, like on my listings, I actually date stamp my photos. Some photos are given to me by the seller, let's say a profile photo, because I can't get a good profile photo at the dock. But most of the photos are date stamped, and if they're not, you don't know whether they're 10 years old or 10 hours old. So that buyer broker should handle all that for you. The buyer broker will create a final recommendation list for your consideration and go over what's right and what's wrong with each one and narrow down the ones you want to travel to see. And we'll provide what I mentioned earlier, sold comparable information. This is from usually sold boats that brokers are reporting their listings that have sold, and it'll give you an idea of what other similar boats have sold for. The buyer broker will then create your offer. We use a system called Yacht Closer. Any electronic signature system will do that has yacht contracts. And those will be completed electronically, signed electronically, and submitted electronically between the parties. And then we'll negotiate on your behalf with the other broker. We're bonded, licensed, Your deposit is in a regulated escrow account, so you don't have to worry about some of the states. The escrow accounts have no bond or anything, and a lot of states are not licensed. And we assist you in finding the best surveyors. Now, when I say best, we don't recommend surveyors, but what we do is we'll give you a list of professional surveyors that we've dealt with. We won't recommend one or the other, but we'll introduce you to them and let you interview them, and we'll help you with the interview process. But we'll never say pick this surveyor over this surveyor for whatever reason. That would be a conflict of interest. Once you hire your surveyor, then we'll coordinate all the survey details for you, from the haul out to everybody showing up at the right time and the whole process working in your favor. Then best financing options. We'll guide you in financing in today's world. The lenders, marine lenders, are way behind schedule right now because of the volume of sales going on. So we have to really be patient, and we have to make sure that we allow enough time in the contract dates for financing deadlines. And insurance, we're in what's called a hard insurance market right now. A number of companies have left the marine industry. They've had horrendous losses from hurricanes, fires, and sinkings at marinas, and it's just been an extraordinary couple of years for the insurance companies. So we're limited on what insurance options we have for boaters. So we always encourage you to get pre-approved for financing and insurance, and you can do so, and we'll help you with that process. And then finally, we'll help you with the documentation. We'll help you find a documentation company. Again, they're behind schedule, so they're struggling to keep up. So we're working with the best ones to keep the process moving for you so it doesn't take forever to deal with. But we highly recommend a documentation firm. It's like a title company in real estate, and we've seen so many mistakes made with documentation and registration that it really does make sense, and we'll help you with that whole process. So the whole process of the buyer brokerage service is basically a consultation type service rather than just selling you a boat like a dealer would do, where they have a limited stock, you buy what they have or you don't buy anything. We stick with you for the long term, and we travel wherever we need to go. So at this point, I'll open it up for questions when you have time to email me, or on Thursday night when we're on the virtual display. But for now, that's buyer brokerage, and available anytime outside of my flight to answer any questions. Thank you very much, and I hope everybody's enjoyed the rendezvous.
Thanks, Curtis. Do you want to go ahead and tell people how to contact you if they do have questions?
Sure. My email is Curtis, C-U-R-T-I-S, at curtisstokes.net, CURTISSTOKES.net. And you can text me at 954-684-0218. On some flights, I'm able to keep texts going and answer to those too, but email's usually the best.
Perfect. And of course, Curtis will be available to you on Thursday evening during the sponsor exhibit hall. So thank you, Curtis. We'll see you then. Have a safe flight.
Thank you.